Hey, brave knowledge explorers, have you ever followed instructions from a book, a teacher, or even a rule, and then paused to wonder, should I really trust this? Or should I trust what my own brain and gut tell me? This is the big question we're re-exploring today. Do we follow what others say is right, or do we trust ourselves to decide? Let's start with something simple. Imagine you have a cookbook that says, bake the cake at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. You follow it exactly, but when you take the cake out, it's flat, a little burnt, and certainly not what you imagined. Your mind whispers, maybe I should have baked it a bit longer, and your taste buds nod in agreement. Now you're stuck in a dilemma. Do you trust the book, or do you trust yourself and try something different next time? Books and teachers are powerful guides. They hold knowledge collected by people who spent years observing, experimenting, and thinking carefully. They give you tools, strategies, and advice that can prevent mistakes and help you learn faster. It's like having a treasure map that shows where the hidden gems are. If you follow it carefully, you can find lots of amazing things you might not discover on your own. But here's the twist: trusting yourself matters just as much. Your brain notices patterns, feelings, and details that no book or teacher can predict. Sometimes your instincts tell you, something doesn't add up here, or I have a better idea, even if what the book says seems clear. Philosophers remind us that learning isn't about copying blindly, it's about thinking critically, questioning, and making your own decisions based on what you observe and understand. Think about this. Your science book says, all birds can fly, but you see a penguin waddling across the ice. Do you erase penguins from your brain because the book is right, or do you notice the exception and adjust your thinking? This is how knowledge grows, by combining what others teach us with what we notice ourselves, creating a bigger, smarter picture of the world. Even in everyday life, you face this challenge constantly. When a friend gives advice about a game, a homework problem, or even how to play a tricky level in a video game, you can follow it exactly, or you can experiment with your own approach. Sometimes following instructions works perfectly. Sometimes your own creativity leads to a surprising, better solution. Maybe a cake that looks a little weird but tastes incredible, or a strategy that wins the game in a totally new way. So how do you know when to trust a book or an expert, and when to trust yourself? Think of it like a superhero team-up. The book gives you super strength knowledge, and your mind adds supervision, super intuition, and super creativity. Together, they help you make smarter, more interesting, and more thoughtful choices. Here's a key idea: learning is not just about memorizing answers. It's an adventure of combining what you're taught with what you see, feel, and imagine. When you balance authority and your own thinking, you become a stronger thinker, someone who can explore, solve problems, and make decisions with confidence. Next time you read a book, follow a rule, or listen to advice, pause for a moment and ask yourself, does this make sense to me? Do I notice something different? Can I add my own ideas? That little pause is your philosophical superpower, the ability to trust knowledge and trust yourself at the same time. It will make you wiser, braver, and ready to explore a world full of mysteries, adventures, and surprising truths. Remember, books are like maps, and your mind is like a compass. Use both together, and you'll never get lost on the amazing journey of thinking for yourself.